welcome back to my channel. No, just kidding, just kidding. It's not Mrs. Doubtfire. It's me, retired guys. Just wanted to throw a little funny in there. Today I'm going to be attempting to make lemon drop cookies. I'm going camping in October, and my sister-in-law Kathy loves lemon drop cookies, so I have to actually master this recipe. I made lemon bars about 2 or 3 weeks ago, which came out absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to make those for her when I'm down RVing with her. But I want to also do the lemon drop cookies for her also. So come over here in the kitchen and let me show you what you're going to need. So basically, you're going to need, of course, lemons, because lemon drop cookies. You're not going to need a lot of lemons. You're only probably going to end up using one, but maybe at the most, maybe two. But I think you'll be able to get away with one. You're also going to need about 2 cups and 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. You're also going to need 2 tablespoons of baking powder. You're going to need a pinch of, wrong one. You're going to need a pinch of salt, which I have back there. You're going to add salt. You're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You're going to need 1 egg. You're going to need vanilla extract. You're also going to need 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. You're going to need 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. And you're going to need a 1/2 cup of butter, which comes out to about 1 stick. So this is everything you need to actually put it all together. You're going to need basically a cooking tray like that, and you're going to need, if you don't have this sheet that I purchased from Amazon, which is washable, reusable, I've been using this to bake so much. If you don't have this, you must use parchment paper. I wouldn't recommend putting it directly on the pan. I would use parchment paper. If you can pick these up at Amazon, they're 2 for under $15. They are the best. You get 2 in a pack. You just wash them when you're done. You just constantly keep reusing them. This is the best thing I purchased. So that's what you're going to need. I'm going to show you how you put all this together. We're going to start with the dry ingredients first. So come back and I'll show you how we start the dry ingredients, and we'll move on from there. Okay, so we're going to do the dry ingredients first. So basically, you're going to take your flour. I'm going to put it in a bowl. Okay, you're going to take your baking powder, add that in as well. You're going to add 1/4 cup of salt. I'm going to make sure this is not the, okay, you're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And basically what you want to do is you just want to mix all this together. This is the dry ingredients. You're just mixing it all together. Okay, so that's pretty much mixed together. Okay, we're going to put this on the side, and now we're going to do the wetting, and now we're going to do the other ingredients. So let's put the other ingredients together now also. Actually, before we mix the other mixture together, once you've incorporated the salt, the all-purpose flour, and the baking powder, the next thing you want to do is you want to add your room temperature softened butter to this. So basically you want to add your butter. And then basically what you want to do is you want to just basically mix this. Okay, so you want to incorporate all of this, and okay, so I still have some mixing to do. So we'll come back and I'll show you what this looks like once I've done mixing it. Okay, so this is the dry mixture, and this is what it should look like. This is after the butter's been incorporated. I used my hands, so as long as you use your hands are clean, you can actually just crumble it up with your hands, but this is the way the mixture should look. So now we're going to do the other ingredients, which happens to be this right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the powdered sugar. We're going to take 3/4 cups of powdered sugar. We're going to add that into the bowl. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put 1/3 of granulated sugar. We're going to add that to the bowl. Okay, we're going to break out 1 egg and put that in the bowl. Okay, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Since I've been baking, I basically can eyeball it, so that's about 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. You need 1 tablespoon of the lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice. Please do not use the store-bought. Just buy yourself a lemon and squeeze it yourself. It's gonna make this taste the best when you actually do it from fresh. And then what you're gonna need is you're gonna need two teaspoons of the lemon zest. Make sure when you zest your lemon that you don't go past the yellow. Once you start seeing white of the lemon, I would stop zesting in that area. The white is going to make it very, very bitter. You want just the yellow part of the lemon. So I have 2 teaspoons here. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to give that a mix. Oh God, I could smell the lemon already. Okay, so you're going to incorporate it together. So you see no more lumps of the powdered sugar, and the egg is all totally incorporated. It should look like that. Okay, so that's all mixed and incorporated. You're going to take your dry ingredients, and what you're going to do is you're going to now add your dry ingredients. You're going to add your wet ingredients into your dry. The lemon smell that comes out of here is amazing. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this. Going to mix it together. And basically what you're making is you're making sort of like a dough, like a pastry dough. Okay, so my hands are clean. I'll wash them again. We don't need this whisk no more. Just clean the counter. I hate everything that's mess. Okay, so we don't need that. My hands are clean. What we're going to do is we're going to take this out. And the best way to mix is actually mix it by hand. Okay, so my dough is done. This is what it looks like, and it looks just like regular pastry dough. Now, in order to make the size of the cookie, you can make them basically any size you prefer. I kind of experimented on using either a one tablespoon or a 1/2 tablespoon. So Jimmy thought that the 1 tablespoon was still kind of big. So I went along and I did the 1/2 tablespoon. Very easy. I just take my 1/2 tablespoon, I put it in, I fill up my tablespoon, and basically I rub it into a bowl. And you want to place it on your baking sheet. And you want to continue doing that. As long as you pick up at least a 1/2 tablespoon, I think you'll be fine. You'll be kind of consistent. Kind of spread them out just a little bit. You don't want them too close together. So keep doing that until all of your pastry dough is gone, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, so basically I finished up, and basically you want to separate them. I did make enough. I mean, there's more, but I'm going to bake these right after I take those out of the oven. So basically you want to keep them separated like this. Get a little glass, smallest one you have. Do not pound them down. You just want to slightly bring them down like that. That's basically the shape of a lemon cookie. Okay, so we're going to put this in a 350 degree oven for about, I want to say about 15 minutes. And then we'll check on these, and once these are done, we'll cook the other batch, and then I'll show you what we'll do after they're all done. So put them in a 350-degree oven on the medium rack. So far I got this on the... You know what? Back up, back up. I always do things the hard way. I have mitts. So you want to put this in the center. And you want to throw those in. About 15 minutes. I like to keep the light on so I can keep an eye. And when those are done, we'll take those out of the oven. Then we'll put the second batch in. Then once they're all done, I'll show you what the final thing you have to do. Okay, so these are basically done. So we're going to take the first batch out. They look amazing. Okay, so yeah, those are definitely done. So what you want to do is you want to transfer them onto a warming tray. Normally you should wait a little while before you transfer them, but I have another batch to cook, so as long as I could, I don't need this, so as long as I could just put them on the tray. They look amazing, and they're not even finished yet. See, perfect on the bottom. Okay, this is the first batch. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually move this. We're going to put this here. Okay, using the same. So a 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes. Don't mind that. For about 15 minutes while these, the first batch, cool. Okay, they started to cool already. I just want to make room for the second batch that's going to come out. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with all of them. So we don't need this anymore. So this is the first batch that we took out of the oven. They look perfect on the bottom. They're supposed to be nice light on the bottom. You don't want them to be dark. Okay, so that's the way you want. And they also feel so chewy. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do next with them. I can smell the lemon in them, and I can smell the lemon zest and the lemon juice that we put in. But we're not done with these. Once the second batch is done, we're going to take those out of the oven. We're going to put them on the cooling tray. Once they've cooled a little, what we're going to do is we're going to put them in a Ziploc bag, a couple of them at a time. We're going to fill a Ziploc bag with powdered sugar. Shake it up lightly, and then you'll see the finished product. Okay, so the first batch is done. I got that done. The second batch is in the oven. That's done also. These cookies have cooled. They're not totally cooled because you don't want them cold when you're going to start icing them. So basically to sugar them, you want to get a Ziploc bag, and you want to put, I would put like maybe 4 at a time. I would do 4 at a time. They're still slightly warm. You want to get your powdered sugar. And you want to basically put some powdered sugar in here. I think that should be enough for now. And then you don't want to toss them around a lot, but you want to get them coated. Basically, that's what your powdered your lemon cookies should look like once you take them out of the powdered sugar. We're not done yet. We have a second batch that we're going to do. We're going to put the second batch together the exact same way. I'm going to plate everything very nicely. I'm going to show you the finished product at the very end. Okay, so the second batch is done, so we're going to take those out of the oven. I'm going to shut the oven off. And that's the second batch. And they look just as good as the first. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. And very nice. Okay, so the second batch is done. And we're going to wait for those to cool for like maybe about 2 to 5 minutes. Let them cool. We don't want them to get ice cold. We just want them to cool slightly. We still want them a little bit warm when we put them into the powdered sugar into the Ziploc bag. And then I'll show you all of them all put together. Okay, so I'm done with my lemon drop cookies. This is an extra lemon that I have, but if you look, this is what it looks like. These are homemade lemon drop cookies. They're very difficult to find in stores, so that's why I wanted to learn how to make them. My sister-in-law absolutely loves these cookies. Me and Jimmy did have one each, and they are absolutely delicious. So follow my recipe, and yeah, you'll make them just like I did. Also, I did a YouTube video on how to make lemon bars, which came out absolutely delicious. If you're a lemon lover, you want to have a little bit more lemon flavor in the cookie, these are perfect for me. They give me just the right amount of lemon. Some people like a lot more lemon, so what you're going to do is I put 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, use 2 tablespoons, and I use 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. I would use 4 teaspoons of lemon zest. That will give you a little bit more kick as far as the lemon flavor is concerned. But these for me are absolutely perfect. I think my sister-in-law, Kathy Grosso, is absolutely going to love these when I make them for her. So yeah, look for my lemon bar video. That also came out very, very good. And look for upcoming videos to come. There's one on camping in October. There's one in Vermont in November. And I'm going back to Disney in December. So I'm going back to Disney in December with a couple of friends of mine. So remember, take care of one another. Peace out.